What's going on YouTube? We're back at it again with the 350Z LS build. So today we're going to start off by, when I installed my FDF angle kit, like a silly goose, I installed my tie rods, my rack spacers. I installed those in backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip those over today, and then we are also going to get all of my chase bays, brake lines. We're not gonna worry about the grounds right now. We're gonna get all the chase bays, brake line relocation. I'm not gonna worry about that. And clutch line and all that stuff installed today. We're gonna do all that. We're also gonna get all of this good stuff installed today as well. And we're gonna go from there. And we're just going to get as much done possible while the sun is out. It's a nice warm day here in Maryland, so we're gonna try and do everything we can while it's a little bit warm, and yeah, we're just gonna get right to it. So first things first, get this out of the way. First things first, we are going to need to unscrew that screw in there and just flip these around. When I bought the FDF angle kit, I watched a video online on how to install it, but the person's video that I watched, it was a great video. He did a great job of explaining everything. He didn't get the kit that I got. I got the Mega Manus kit with the B-Spec billet upgraded parts, so his kit was a little bit different from mine. I don't think he had the rack spacers, the offset rack spacers like I do, and that's it. Other than that, it was Smoky Drift, I believe. I'll put a link to his video down in the description, but he did a great job of explaining everything and showing in great detail on how to install one of these kits, as long as Ace 350Z. I also watched his video, and both of their videos are great. I will link both of them in the description, and they will show you guys, if anybody buys this kit, how to fully install it in detail, in depth, and all that good jazz. So first things first, we're gonna get that flipped around on both sides and flip that, and then get to the good stuff. It's one of my brother's friends leaving his little Mustang. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get that off. We're gonna get that out right now. All right guys, I got that screw out. We're gonna go ahead and pull this, and all I have to do is take this and literally just flip it 180 degrees. So I got it flipped around, I got it tightened up, and it is installed the proper way now. And I also flipped these. I had the nut on this side and noticed that this here, focus. I noticed that this here was hitting up against the nut when it would turn to full lock. So I went ahead and just flipped those around as well. Got that installed. Now let's go ahead and test. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side done as well. That's obviously not full lock, but we're gonna get the other side installed and then go ahead and show you guys what it'll look like. All right, so finally finished. I got this side flipped and it looks nice and good. I just have to get a proper boot. That's the stock boot that I took off of the stock shit. So yeah, got these flipped over, both of these. So the nut is on the proper side. That side's good. This side's good. Got both of those flipped over, and we are set. This is full lock with, without the power steering and all that good jazz. So go ahead and straighten it up. So this is what it's gonna look like. I'd say that looks really good. We're gonna get both those boots, get 2 new boots so those can get fixed. And that is the end of me doing the steering rack situation fix. And now we are going to get to the braking. So we're gonna start with installing this here, this. We're gonna work on these first. All right, so I'm gonna go over everything that I got, so anybody who's doing this mod for the 350Z can also buy the same stuff from Chase Bay's website. So first thing I got is the Chase Bay's Brake Booster Eliminator kit for the 350Zs. Then I also got the Chase Bay's Clutch Master Cylinder with the Willwood kit. And then I got the Chase Bay's Brake Line Relocation kit. And this one specifically is specifically for the Brake Booster Delete kit. They also sell one that's for the OEM brake booster, the one with the brake booster. So I got the one for the Brake Booster Eliminator kit. I also have a clutch line, the fender well brake line, and the high pressure power steering hose as well. They also give you pictures to show what other people's installs look like. I'm gonna do my own thing because I already know how I want it to look with the help of some people on Instagram who have sent me pictures of their setups. So I'm just gonna copy what they did and we're gonna go from there. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get this put inside the car. I already have my stock brake booster removed out of the car. It's just 4 bolts underneath the brake pedal, and there's also a pin right here that goes inside of the brake pedal. It's on the back of the brake pedal. I'll show you when I get inside the car when I'm installing this one. I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that in there. We'll take our 4 bolts that are included with Chase Bay's gave to me. And go ahead. Get inside the car. This is the most painful part, doing this, especially with one person. These are the stock bolts. Not going to use those, but I am going to keep them just in case. And here are the 4 bolts go right here, here, and here. This is the pin that I was telling you about right there. That goes into, it's going to be difficult for me to do this with one hand, but this right here, it just goes right into that pin. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So I got the stock master out. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the new one in, and when you order it from Chase Bay's, it comes with everything you need. So new hardware, new mounting plate, it comes with everything. So I go ahead and slide that. A little difficult. I'm thinking if I should install the mounting plate first. We're gonna see real quick. Okay guys, so I got it on, and what I ended up having to do was this little grommet kept getting in the way, so I ended up just taking it off. I'm hoping that no water's gonna leak in there. I doubt any's gonna ever leak in there, but I took that off and we're just gonna go ahead, and I mounted the bracket first, then I mounted the master, so that helped. That worked a lot easier than trying to put it all in at once. And now we're just going to put the hardware back on it, get it all tightened up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after I'm done, because doing all this with one hand sucks. Now we are going to throw 2 bolts in right there and right there. If it will focus. Yeah, that bolt. And then that bolt. We're gonna throw those in real quick and I'll show you guys what it all looks like. For the master and for the brake booster, the pins are installed. Both bolts are installed. Yeah, nuts are installed all up. And that looks much better than that for 1. And all of that junk for 2. So now we're gonna go ahead and install the brake booster, or the brake line relocation kit. And then I'll show you guys, since this is my first time doing this, I don't know how to do this and I don't know where it all goes, but I'm sure it can't be that hard. The longest line goes to that side and so on and so forth. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out together. So first things first, I need to mount this, and this I do believe goes right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew that, screw that on. That'll mount just like this, and then we'll go from there. All right guys, so I figured it out. It is going to go to the Brake Booster Eliminator. and it's going to screw into that bottom 13 millimeter bolt. That's 13 mil, and it's just gonna sit just like this. So these two lines right here are going to go, this one here is going to go down to that brake. This one here is going to be to the passenger side brake, and this one here is going to be to the rear brakes. So this piece here is pretty much gonna go like this. Let me clean up this mess. So it's gonna look pretty much like this. Where did it go? Okay, so this one is going to screw right in there, like so. All right, I'm just gonna get it finger tight. We're not gonna tighten anything down yet, just because I wanna make sure. All right, let me see, do I wanna snake this? Yeah, I wanna do this neat, so I'm going to snake this underneath my heater hoses. There for a half second. Alrighty. Oh, don't mind King. Alright. So that's gonna go through there. And it's going to come up in there. Get all this shit out of the way. Let's go through the factory hole location down here, which is being blocked by my fuse box right now. All right. And then it's just going to go right here. I'm probably gonna put it, I'll leave some slack, so I'm probably gonna put it right here, cut these brake lines a little bit shorter so it can go just like so. And then this line here, the shorter line is going to go to this brake here, which is this line. So it's going to go straight here. All right, go ahead and focus. There we go. All right, let's get that finger tight for right now. And then push that right on down. There. It is being a pain in the ass to get down. Oh no, okay. Make sure I don't kink anything up here. Okay, and that is gonna go up in there, and then this one, our 45 is going to be the one that goes into the booster. And I did all of that was showed to me based on this picture here. So, okay, forget it, folks. So the 45 goes to the passenger side. The straight goes to your driver's side brake, and then this one here is a 90, but mine is flipped upside down. I have this thing flipped upside down the other way, so it's sitting there instead of there. So it's sitting like that, and that block which is right there, that has the 3 pieces on it. Got my straight going to my driver's side brake. Got my straight going to my rear brakes. Right along here, and it is right yonder. And it is going to go through the same hole as before. Okay, all right. And that is going to be sitting just like that. And now we are going to run our, and these are the, let me show you on their website. That is their Fenderwell brake lines. So that is what these are, and it is for all 4 brakes. So we're gonna go ahead and get these installed as well, and I will show you guys what I figured out once I get it figured out. From the brake booster is going to come down, and we're gonna make all this look neat once we're finished routing everything. It's gonna come down, and it's going to go to where all of this factory stuff is. So all of this here is gonna get deleted. Everything is going away, and then this here, this piece, they're gonna sandwich in between this, just like the factory lines do. And what I'm not sure about is this line, if this line's gonna work or not, because with the Willwood setup, they require you to buy a separate braking line. So we're gonna find that out, but for right now, we are going to use this, and we are going to install it into here, just like the factory stuff is, so we can get this stuff out of our way. So we got it installed properly where all the factory lines were. This is the new brake line, and it is going to go, and this is gonna be long enough. This is gonna be long enough since I do have an angle kit, and that's one thing that I was afraid of, if I was going to need longer brake lines to compensate for the wider track width and the more angle that it's gonna be giving me. So I do believe this is gonna be long enough. So this, we're just gonna leave this hanging because we don't have the Willwoods yet, and it's just gonna go right there, right to our Willwoods. So that's this side done. We are going to clean all of this up. We're just gonna tie everything up and just like run it probably like this, and just get everything tied and make it ever look neat and stuff. Same with the clutch line, which I did get installed as well. Now we're gonna go to the other side, and then once that is done, then all the brake lines are done. So I just need to figure out somewhere to prop this camera up, because I 100% cannot do this side with one hand. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so hopefully this is a good enough angle, but I am sorry if it's not. Get some more light in here. There we go. Okay, so all that I did was hammer this thing right here, hammer that off. That will free up this brake line. This brake line comes off, and it gets replaced with the new one. So I'll show you guys how it's done real quick. That boy's spitting brake fluid out still. All right, that's off. This will fall right through. You are going to reuse this piece, so do not lose that. I'm going to clean up in here. Okay. All right, that's all cleaned up. Now we are just going to take our new line, stick it up in there, grab the piece that I told you not to lose. And just gonna hammer that back in there. That's not coming out. Take your new line, to make this side look neat as well. Get that's in there hand tight, screw that in there, and that is that. Oop. So, just like that, it looks very good. And then for this end over here, where we've got our new lines, I'm going to probably, focus, I'm probably gonna have this mounted right here, and then take these lines and just bend them over so they can fit inside of this for the rear. All right guys, so that's gonna do it for this video. We got a decent amount of stuff done for the stuff that I had. I got all the brake lines ran, which is good. That's the main thing that I wanted to do today. Get my brake lines run, get my brake booster delete kit, all that stuff set up, clutch line, master cylinder, the brake bias control, all of that stuff is set up, all that stuff is plumbed. I need to just get my wheel woods. Once I get the wheel woods in, I get the wheel wood lines, and we will see if those lines are good enough. The chase base lines, we'll see if those lines are good enough. If not, we'll just use the wheel wood lines anyway. So that's really gonna be it for this video. I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Little end-up tutorial, whatever you wanna call it. I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one won't be probably for another week or until whenever I get my next batch of car parts in, which I'm not sure when, because the Holley water pump kit was back ordered until February 7th, which I think that's what was that today? No. So yeah, that's still back ordered. So waiting on that. That probably won't be here for another 2 weeks or not. I do know that my FDF crossmember and dual copper brackets are gonna get here next week. So when those do get here, I will take the rear knuckles off, install the dual copper brackets on the rear knuckles, get all the suspension put back on the rear, as well as the coilovers, as well as the FDF 3-piece crossmember. And then once that's done, maybe I can put the car on the ground. I'm not sure. We'll see when I get there, but I don't know if I'm gonna put the car on the ground yet until I know for certain that everything on the bottom of the car is top notch and good, so I don't have to go back under there. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this, and share it if you want.